Hello students, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'll be discussing with you about part 1 life processes notes. So this is class 10 life processes notes. So let's start. On earth, both living and non-living things are present. Living things are alive and non-living things are not. The most important feature to decide whether something is alive or not is movement. Molecular movement is necessary for life because living creatures are well-organized structures. Because of the effect of the environment, this ordered nature is likely to keep breaking down over time. Then the organism will no longer be alive. So living creatures must be repairing and maintaining their structures. Since these structures are made of molecules, they must move molecules around all the time. The maintenance job of the living body has to go on. The processes which together perform this maintenance job are called life processes. Life processes. Life processes are processes undergoing in living organisms to sustain life. For example, reproduction, excretion, respiration, and growth. Nutrition. The process of taking of food inside the body and converting it into smaller molecules which can be absorbed by the body is called nutrition. Need of nutrition. Nutrition is needed to provide energy for doing any activity and provide essential nutrients for life processes. Nutrients. Materials which provide nutrition to organisms are called nutrients. For example, carbohydrates and fats are the nutrients which are used by the organism mainly as a source of energy. These nutrients are found in wheat, rice, corn, chocolates, etc. So when you eat them, you feel energetic. Proteins, vitamins, and minerals are nutrients used for making body parts like skin, blood, bones, etc. Examples of these nutrients are keratin, protein, elastin, protein, collagen, protein, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin E, and mineral, calcium, mineral, and many more. These nutrients are found in onions, fish, potatoes, milk, beetroot, and many other vegetables and fruits. Mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition means method of obtaining food by an organism. There are mainly two modes of nutrition. 1. Autotrophic mode. 2. Heterotrophic mode. 1. Autotrophic mode. As the name suggests, auto means self and troph means nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, an organism does not depend on other living beings for food. Organism makes or synthesizes its own food by photosynthesis. Those organisms which can make their own food by photosynthesis are called autotrophs. For example, green plants, autotrophic bacteria. 2. Heterotrophic nutrition. As the name suggests, hetero means others and troph means nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which an organism cannot make, not synthesizes its own food and depends on other organisms for its food. Those organisms which cannot make their own food and depends on other organisms for their food are called heterotrophs. For example, all the animals, man, dog, cat, lion, etc. Most bacteria and fungi. Now, heterotrophs can be further divided into three types. They are carnivores. Organisms, those eat only animals, are called carnivores. For example, tiger, lion, snake, frog, etc. Herbivores. Organisms, those eat only plants, are called herbivores. For example, cow, deer, rabbit, elephant, etc. Omnivores. Organisms, those eat both plants and animals, are called omnivores. For example, crow, human, dog, sparrow, etc. Types of heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition is of three types. 1. Saprotrophic nutrition. 2. Parasitic nutrition. 3. Holozoic nutrition. 1. Saprotrophic nutrition. Saprotrophic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism obtains its food from decaying organic matter of dead plants, dead animals, and rotten bread, etc. The organisms having saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprophytes. Saprophytes are the organisms which obtain food from dead plants, like rotten leaves, dead and decaying animal bodies, and other decaying organic matter. For example, fungi and many other bacteria. 2. Parasitic nutrition. The parasitic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism derives its food from the body of other living organisms without killing it. Parasitic is an organism which feeds on other living organisms called its host. For example, some animals like Plasmodium and roundworms, a few plants like Cuscuta, and several fungi and bacteria. 3. Holozoic nutrition. The holozoic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism takes the complex organic food materials into its body by the process of ingestion, and ingested food is digested and then absorbed into the body cells of the organism. For example, human beings and most of the animals. Nutrition in plants. Green plants prepare their own food. They make food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. This process is called photosynthesis. Events of photosynthesis. Events of photosynthesis. 1. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. 2. Conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. These steps need not take place one after the other immediately. For example, desert plants take up carbon dioxide at night and prepare an intermediate which is acted by the chlorophyll during the day. Photosynthesis reaction equation. Six CO2 plus 6H2O gives 6H12O6 plus 6O2. Conditions required for photosynthesis. One. Sunlight. 2. Chlorophyll. 3. Carbon dioxide. 4. Water. The process of photosynthesis takes place in the green leaves of plants. the food is prepared by the green leaves of a plant in the form of simple sugar called glucose. The extra glucose is changed into another food called starch. This starch is stored in fruits and leaves of a plant. Plants provide food for animals. The green plants convert sunlight energy into chemical energy by making carbohydrates. How the plants obtain carbon dioxide. Role of stomata in photosynthesis. There are a large number of tiny pores called stomata present on the surface of the leaves of plants. The carbon dioxide gas enters into the leaves of the plant through the stomata present on the surface of the leaves. Each stomatal pore is surrounded by a pair of guard cells. The opening and closing of stomatal pores is controlled by the guard cells. When water flows into the guard cells, they swell, become curved, and cause the pore to open. On the other hand, when guard cells lose water, they shrink, become straight, and close the stomatal pores. How the plants obtain water for photosynthesis. The water required by the plants for photosynthesis is absorbed by the root of the plants from the soil through the process of osmosis. The water absorbed by the roots of the plant is transported upward through the xylem vessels to the leaves where it reaches the photosynthetic cells. The plants also need other raw materials such as nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, and magnesium, etc. for building their body. Plants take these materials from the soil. Nitrogen is an essential element used by the plants to make proteins and other compounds. Site of photosynthesis. The site of photosynthesis in a cell of the leaf is chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll. The chloroplasts are mainly present in the photosynthetic cells of green plants. These cells contain more chlorophyll than other plant cells. Experiment to show necessity of sunlight for photosynthesis. First, take a potted plant with green leaves and place it in a dark room for about 3 to 4 days to discharge its leaves. Take a thin strip of aluminum foil and wrap it in the center of the leaf on both the sides so that the sunlight may not fall on its cover part of the leaf. The remaining part of the leaf remains uncovered and exposed to sunlight. Now, keep the plant in sunshine for about 3 to 4 hours. 5. Pick the partially covered leaf from the plant and remove its aluminum foil. Remove the green color chlorophyll by boiling the leaf in alcohol with the help of water bath. Wash the decolorized leaf with water to remove any chlorophyll which may be sticking in it. Pour iodine solution over the colorless leaf and observe the change in the color of the leaf. Observation. On adding iodine solution, covered part of the leaf does not turn to blue-black color, showing that no starch is present in the middle of the part of the leaf. The uncovered part of the leaf, which received light, turns blue-black, showing that starch is present in the part of the leaf. Conclusion. since the part of the leaf which was covered and hidden from sunlight does not contain starch, and the part of the leaf which was exposed to sunlight contains starch. Therefore, we can say that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Experiment to show necessity of chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Take a potted plant with variated leaves. Leaves having some part of chlorophyll and some part with no chlorophyll. Destarched. Keep it in sunlight for few hours. Do iodine test. Follow steps 6 to 8 as shown in previous experiment. Observation. On adding iodine solution, the part of the leaf having chlorophyll turns to blue-black color, while other part of the leaf does not turn to blue-black, showing that no starch is present in the part of the leaf. Conclusion. Chlorophyll is also necessary for photosynthesis. Experiment to show necessity of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Destarch 2 potted plants. Put these potted plants in 2 bell jars, one with potassium hydroxide solution and other with no potassium hydroxide solution. Keep them in sunlight. Potassium hydroxide solution in first jar removes all CO2 from it. After 3 to 4 hours, do iodine test on the leaves of both jars. Observation. You will see that leaves of plant with potassium hydroxide solution does not turn to blue-black, showing that no starch is present on the leaf. On the other hand, the leaf of plant with no potassium hydroxide solution turns into blue-black, showing that starch is present in that leaf. Conclusion. Since potassium hydroxide solution in first jar removed in all CO2, it means that potted plant in first jar does not have CO2 for photosynthesis. That's why the plant with potassium hydroxide solution does not turn to blue-black and hence there is no starch. So it can be said that CO2 is also a necessary material for photosynthesis. Nutrition in animals, heterotrophs. Animals are heterotrophs and hence they depend on other organisms, plants and other animals for their food. Fruits, vegetable, milk, fish are some small substances which can be used by body to be obtained nutrients. Nutrition in simple animals. Amoeba and paramecium are two very simple unicellular animals. In unicellular animals, all the processes of nutrition are performed by the single cell. Nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba eats tiny plants and animals as food, which floats in water in which it lives. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic. The process of obtaining food by amoeba is called phagocytosis. Steps involved in the nutrition of amoeba. Amoeba captures food near its body through temporary figure-like projections called pseudopodia to form food vacuole. Enzymes enter food vacuole from cytoplasm. The enzymes convert the taken food to smaller substances which can be absorbed by the body. The digested food diffuses out to reach the entire body. Body uses the food for growth. Cell membrane of amoeba ruptures at any point to throw out waste materials. Enzymes. Enzymes are juice-like substances secreted by organs in living organisms, which act as biocatalysts in biochemical reactions inside the body. There are 5 steps in the process of nutrition in animals. 1. Ingestion. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. 2. Digestion. The process in which the food containing large insoluble molecules is broken down into small water-soluble molecules which can be absorbed by body to get required nutrients is called digestion. 3. Absorption. The process of distribution of digested food to body parts is called absorption. 4. Assimilation. The process in which the absorbed food is taken in the body cells and used for energy, growth and repair is called assimilation. 5. Digestion. The process in which the undigested food is removed from the body is called digestion. B. Nutrition in Paramecium. Paramecium is also a tiny unicellular animal which lives in water. It has hair-like structure called cilia. Ingestion. Paramecium uses cilia to sweep the food particles from water and put them into the mouth. Ingestion is followed by other steps: digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. So that's all for today. I'll come back soon with part 2, Nutrition in Human Beings. Please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to share and like my video. Bye!